The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe. This is the United Podcast Network.
Welcome to Conor Commentary, a hilarious take on news, politics, sports, and current events. It's time to buckle up. Here's Conor.
All right, guys, we are back, and it's Ben and I. Ben is becoming very popular, I'm noticing. I don't know if I should tell you that, Ben, but people have been telling me that they like it when it's just us.
Oh, getting a big head over here.
I know, seriously.
Getting a big head.
Wow, how do you feel? Do you like being on? Do you like being on, or do you like it when we have guests?
No, I don't have a problem being on with you.
Yeah.
It's fun with you. Other people, I'm like, I don't really have anything to add to this. I don't know anything about real estate.
Yeah, no, you don't.
No.
I don't know anything about real estate either, other than it's super expensive in this area.
That is true.
Dude, you know how cheap it is in the rest of the country, though? Well, in some parts of the country?
Yes.
I had some guy on Twitter the other day say that he bought a house in Indiana for like 20 grand.
Yeah, that'll happen. You go
That's
down to
absurd.
like some places in like Arkansas and you'll find a house for dirt
For
cheap.
20 grand?
Yeah.
People pay more for cars.
So there's this show, I forget what the channel is. It's called
MTV Cribs.
We'll get there in a second. Love It or List It.
Love it or list it? Okay.
Yeah. And they go and remodel this people's house, and then there's also a real estate agent who shows them new houses, and at the end they have to decide, do you want to stay in the house that we just remodeled, or do you want to buy the new house?
Yep.
And they film, typically that show is filmed in the Toronto area.
Oh, really?
Prices of
Shout out
houses
to Ray.
are ridiculous. Happy birthday, Ray.
Happy birthday to Ray. I was just telling him that.
And the prices are ridiculous, but obviously their currency is a little different than
Right.
But now they film in North Carolina or South Carolina, one of the Carolinas, and they show these houses, and I'm like, I look at it and I'm like, man, if that was in Massachusetts, that's like a $1.2 million house. And
Yeah.
there, it's like a $450,000 house.
Really?
It's ridiculous.
Right. So you could buy a condo down there for like less than 100 grand still.
Easily.
Oh, my God. I'm in the wrong part of the country.
Easily. Yeah. My friend bought a condo in Myrtle Beach
In Myrtle Beach, yep.
for 95 grand.
Really?
That's not a bad place.
Oh, my goodness. How much do you think he pays a month on a mortgage? It must be so cheap. If you spread that out over 30 years,
Yeah.
it's got to be less than $1,000 a month, right?
I never asked.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, you don't get into the personal
Can
questions.
I go to it?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, okay, cool. That's all I care about.
So how much is your mortgage anyways?
How much you paying there, big guy?
Do you own a house?
Do I own a house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, you do?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So you're in Groveland right now. I'm telling everyone where you live.
Yeah,
Don't answer if you don't want to.
Yeah, we'll go with Groveland.
No, it's not.
not where I
Yeah,
live.
It's not where you live. Oh, so all right. I didn't know. So you know a little bit about real estate then.
Yeah, I know how to lose all my money.
Touche. No,
Spend
anybody
it all
in
the
this
house.
area should be making money off of it at this point, right?
Right now, it's a weird time.
Yeah.
You can make money off real estate if you're selling a house that you've owned for a while.
Yes.
If you're trying to flip, it's really difficult because, as I know from the real estate shows we do on the United Podcast Network,
Oh, yeah.
that there's not a lot of houses being sold and a
Yep.
lot of people trying to buy.
Touche.
So a lot of people are going over asking price when they put in their offer. I've lived in my house for 2.5, almost 3 years. It's a brand new house.
Oh, so you bought like right when the market was getting hot.
Yeah.
So it was pretty hot still a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah.
And now it's like absurd.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some cities in this area where it's like the hottest markets in the entire country.
Oh, it's brutal.
And I think Toronto went through the roof. Happy birthday to Ray, too, as we already said. I was going to do that in the beginning. I had that written in my notes. I'm like, if I don't write it down, I'll forget. I have a terrible short-term memory.
What'd you say?
Do you have a good memory?
I used to have an amazing memory.
Yeah.
Like, scary good.
And then you smoke too much pot?
Then I smoked too much pop.
Is that what does it?
A little bit.
Does marijuana really mess with your memory?
Well, I also, yeah, it does.
It does.
It messes with your short-term memory. But I also care a lot less.
Touche.
You know what I mean? Anytime I'd meet someone, I knew their name. Like, I'd remember their name forever.
Right.
Now when I meet people, I'm like, I have to go, what the hell was his name?
Oh my God, yeah, it's really bad. At work, that happens to me all the time.
Yeah.
My boss will be like, all right, I'll come over and talk to them. What's their name? And I'll be like, I forget.
Heck
He's like,
yeah.
you've been talking to him for an hour. How do you not know their name? And I'm like, I don't know. They told me earlier. I'd forget.
At the end
Buddy,
of the day, Connor's got like
pal.
40 names written down on his forearm. I had George, Javier,
Yes.
Lisa.
Hey, that's the way I would do it, man. Wow, is that rain that we can hear?
Yes, the
Oh my
audience
God.
can't hear it.
Yeah,
but we
you
can hear
guys
it.
can't hear it, but it's absolutely downpouring here in Salem, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good.
Okay.
I don't need a car wash this week.
No, seriously, I know. So anyone watching who's in this area, I guess if it's not raining where you are, it's about to downpour.
Yeah, it is.
It's good for the lawns, right?
Yeah, it helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, I read your book.
Okay, so let's.
I thought it was awful.
What?
I thought it was, I don't know. I don't understand what it was about.
What?
I was waiting for like the big moment or like there to be a huge lesson. I felt like they were trying to teach me something, and then it just ended.
Yeah, you did. You missed the lesson.
I definitely missed the lesson. I thought at the end. So people who haven't read it, let's just recap, right? So he's a poor fisherman, right?
Yes.
He goes out on the boat alone.
Santiago is a poor fisherman. He has a friend in the neighborhood. This is
It's a kid. He's friends with a kid, right?
Manolin.
Yes, but the kid has to go on another boat because he can't catch any fish.
Santiago is essentially cursed.
He's cursed.
He can't catch anything to feed himself or to sell at the market. Nothing.
Right. He was like the Red Sox. It was like 86 days in a row he didn't catch a fish or something, right?
85, yep.
85, but he kept going out. And then he caught a massive fish.
A marlin,
right? And it kept like it drug him all. What's the word for that? Dragged him all the way out to the middle of the sea.
Yep.
Right. And then he fought with the thing the whole way. Mm-hmm. He eventually won and pulled it in. And then when he rode it back, sharks ate the marlin.
Yeah, and he fought a mako shark and killed it with a harpoon.
Yeah, he killed a few sharks.
Yeah.
On the way back, but the shark still ate his huge fish. So when he came back, he didn't really have much left. Right.
He just basically had the skeleton essentially left.
Right.
Yeah.
To show that he caught the big fish.
Yeah.
And then he just was tired and fell asleep, and then it ended.
Yeah, and then he dreamed of the lions on the beach in Africa.
Yes, the lions on the beach in Africa that he dreamed about, right? So I don't get it. What was the big lesson? I thought at the end it was going to be like the next day he woke up and still had a positive attitude and rode back out again or something, like some comeback story. I was waiting for something to happen.
It's essentially about perseverance.
Okay.
You keep doing it and you keep going with it. I mean, it's one of those books. I think it's a great story. I think it's a great book by.
I was waiting for like a big bang ending, I guess, for something to happen.
Honestly, I was kind of giving you a shorter book. Too.
Is that why?
A little bit. I was a little worried about you.
You just think I can't read that well, and I needed something easier.
Me don't read so good.
That was actually a hard book to read, man.
Really?
Yeah, because it was written in like the 1950s.
I think it was written in 52.
Was it? So the wording was weird. Actually, we could know because he kept talking about he read the baseballs in the newspaper and he loved Joe DiMaggio.
Yes.
So when was Joe DiMaggio in a thing?
Joe DiMaggio,
the 50s?
36 to 51, I believe his career was.
Oh, wow.
It's off the top of my head.
Wow. So it must have been written in like 1950 then, right?
It was written in 52.
52.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. This was not based on a true story, was it?
No. Not as far as I know.
Okay.
No. I liked it. It's one of my favorite. I'm surprised you didn't like it so much.
I just was waiting for something big to happen. Like once he caught the fish, I thought something was going to happen then.
It did.
And then the
he got attacked by sharks.
He got attacked by sharks. Yeah, but at the end, he had nothing to show for it, and he was still poor.
Well, what he had to show for it was the fact that he could actually go out there and catch something, and he did catch something.
That's true.
But it was about the perseverance of fighting through adversity.
So that was the lesson?
It was basically get back on the horse and ride again, baby.
Touché. All right. I see it now.
Yeah.
I just thought something great was going to happen out of that.
I don't know. Maybe English major Ed can weigh in.
Yeah, he must have read that, right? Did you read this in high school? Is this a thing?
I think I originally read it in high school.
Okay.
I think that's where I originally read it, maybe middle school.
Right.
But I always loved it.
Okay.
I thought it was great.
What was it called? The Old Man in the Sea?
Yes,
the Old Fisherman? Or something?
The Old Man
in the Sea?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, what does Ed think? Did he read this one? Chime in if you're watching, Ed. Let us know if you read this one. I don't know.
Ed's a fan of Hemingway. I know that.
He is?
Yes.
What else has he written? What else should I read?
This is my
book reports.
If you didn't like the style,
yep. Well, it was just written so long ago. The 50s was 70 years ago, so I'm like...
basically his last book.
Oh, really?
So a lot of the stuff he's writing in the 30s.
Jesus, okay.
So you need newer stuff.
Touché.
You need like highlights for kids or something, right?
Yeah, I don't know. What's highlights for kids?
You don't remember highlights for kids?
Is that the thing where they'd have like the little book? No, that was the Scholastic something. When they'd have the little book fair at like the library at your school. What was that called?
Well, it was a Scholastic Book Fair.
The Scholastic Book Fair, okay. That thing was awesome.
Highlights for kids were the magazines you'd see in like the doctor's office.
Oh,
your pediatrician's office.
Yep.
With like a word jumble.
Yeah.
And like, hey, how many owls are in this picture? How many
I could
can you
probably
find?
do that.
We'll get you a subscription to Highlights for Kids.
Highlights for kids. You think it's still a thing?
I don't know. I do got to ask you a question.
All right.
Sean chimed in.
Sean Whitaker.
He said, Connor, don't forget to ask Ben about the song.
The song. I don't know what the song is. Now I'm forgetting. Like I said, I have a terrible memory all of a sudden. What'd you say?
I don't know what it
Ask
is.
Ben about the song. I don't know. Are we supposed to be writing a song?
Are we writing a song? No, that's a terrible idea.
I forget.
Sean, give us some more context.
Yeah, Sean, we
clues
need some
here,
more context clues because my memory is terrible. I don't know.
I'm surprised you remembered to put on pants today.
That's a good point. I actually put on shorts.
I know.
Same thing though. All right, we're getting ready for football. Are you excited, Ben?
I am pumped. I can't wait.
It's what? Is it 3 weeks from tomorrow or 4 weeks from tomorrow?
It starts September 16th?
No. Way before then.
September 9th? September 9th.
September 9th? Let me look. Let me see.
Thursday, September 9th.
Because it's Thursday, right? So is it September 9th? It's September 10th.
September 10th.
Which is 3 weeks from tomorrow.
Fantastic. Before we get to football, real quick,
Yep.
Ed did chime in.
What did he say?
And Ed said, and I love the way he put this, because Ed is a fucking genius and I love him. He said, the old man in the sea is the little engine that could for people who are smarter than Connor.
Okay. That's what I needed. I needed the little engine that could or something.
There you go.
I didn't get the whole thing behind it.
I think I can.
I thought like in the beginning when he caught the fish, right? I thought he was going to come back and then be the man and then like the kid and everyone else is going to be like, oh shit, we doubted him. Like he did catch the fish.
No, but it was.
I thought something was going to happen.
He believed in himself again.
Yeah.
After 85 days, I think it was the 85th day that he actually catches the marlin.
Okay.
After he couldn't catch anything, he finally believes in himself again. And the only person that believed in him the entire time was Manolin, the little boy.
Well, it was the kid. How old was the kid?
8.
Oh, so he was a kid.
Yeah. Again, I haven't read this in a very long time.
Yeah.
Many years at this point. But I think that's about the age range of the kid.
Okay.
All right, back to the NFL.
Okay, back to the NFL. Have that on standby because Pat O'Leary wants us to say who we think's going to win each division between you and I.
Yeah.
And we're going to record them, right? I have mine written down. I'll write yours down too.
Okay.
And then whoever wins at the end, Ed's going to take out to dinner. Per Pat O'Leary.
That's so nice of Ed.
I know. Thank you, Ed. And thank you, Pat, for nominating this.
I can't wait for that wonderful dinner at the Golden Corral.
We were just talking about the Golden Corral, man. What is that? Fast food?
It's like fast buffet food.
Is it like no? It's like a fast food. What are we just talking about? Seafood, right?
CC's.
CC's is gross
Golden
pizza.
Corral is like a buffet. I think
It's a buffet?
Yeah, I think it's kind of like
I'm thinking of
buffet.
I'm thinking of the wrong spot. I'm thinking of Long John Silver.
Oh no!
Where would you rather go, Long John Silver or the Golden Corral?
The funny thing is about a third of a mile from the studio is a Taco Bell Long John Silver's combo.
Oh yeah. It's right down there.
So
right?
I'll go to that one.
Ugh, gross.
That sounds disgusting.
What do you even eat there? What do they just deep fry everything?
Never had Long John Silver's ever.
Me neither.
No, thank you. Fast food, seafood, not
fast food, seafood. That's what I figured. They must just take every just gross seafood and just throw it all into a fryer later and just deep fry it.
It's asking for 15-minute diarrhea.
Touche.
That's what
Touche. Well, you can also get some Taco Bell while you're there.
Yeah, but at least I am expecting that diarrhea.
That's true.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and Taco Bell's a lot better.
Yeah. Sometimes you need the fire snakes.
Absolutely.
So we'll go division by division. Where do you want to start? NFC or AFC?
AFC.
Okay, we'll start with the AFC. We'll start in the AFC East. You go ahead.
Patriots.
Interesting.
Wow. Although before I was thinking that it might not be the Patriots before they signed Cam Newton.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking it could be the Buffalo Bills. But now that they've signed Cam Newton, I'm back on the Patriots train that they're going to do it.
I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills.
You're going with the Bills? Do you not believe in Cam, or do you not think he's going to start week 1?
Well, no, it's not really about Cam. It's more about the defense.
Yeah, that's true.
The losses on the defensive end are very big, especially at the linebacker position. Losing Hightower is a big deal.
Yeah, that's
losing
really
Chung
big.
Is a pretty big deal that people don't always realize, but it's a good opportunity for guys like Duggar and Adrian.
Right.
So it'll be interesting, but I think it'll be damn close, like a 1-game difference.
It will be like 10-6, 9-7,
exactly.
something like that.
That's what I think it's going to be.
Yeah, I'm kind of concerned about the defense too. Now that you say that, it's going to be a huge hole in the middle. Who's going to replace Hightower? Do we know?
Josh Uche. He's getting work on the interior.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But so I have the Bills. You have the Patriots.
You have the Bills. Have you watched any training camp?
No.
Do you miss going to training camp?
Not at all.
Not even a little bit, huh?
Nope.
You got up close and personal, though, right?
It's amazing to see how gigantic they are in person.
Touche.
It was unbelievable. Like, I'd stand in the hallway waiting for player X to come on.
Yep.
And I'm just standing there waiting as they're walking by. And I'm like, and I played high school football, which is nothing.
Yep.
And I'm like, holy smokes.
Right.
These guys are giants.
You see Gronk up close and personal?
He's one of the largest human beings I'd ever seen in person.
Really?
He's huge.
Right.
Huge. He's no Big Show, who I saw in person.
Oh, yes.
He's the largest human being I've ever seen.
The Big Show from WWE, right?
His head is like a Volkswagen.
Yep.
I saw him in person, like right up and close. And I met a lot of the NBA players, but they're not that big.
Yeah, they're just tall, right?
Yeah, they're rail
super
thin.
tall,
It's
right?
Creepy.
The Big Show was like 7'2", though, wasn't he?
He's like a legit 7 feet, yeah.
And he was legit huge,
He's
like roided out.
80 pounds or something like that.
God.
He's humongous. Largest man I've ever seen in my life.
That's absurd. He could like pick us up and throw us.
Yeah. AFC North.
AFC North.
Who you got?
The Ravens.
The Ravens. I think that's a pretty easy one.
You don't have much faith in Big Ben having a good year?
I think he actually might have a decent year, but haven't seen him without Antonio Brown for a long time. But
that's true.
He's got Juju Smith. He's got Deontay Johnson. So he's got some weapons to play with there.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how that plays out, but they've got too much work to do to catch up to Baltimore.
Right.
So we're in agreement. Baltimore.
Yes.
AFC North.
Lamar Jackson.
Lock it in.
I don't think anyone's really going to stop him.
AFC South.
AFC South. Who's in the
AFC South? You've got the Texans, you've got the Titans, you've got the Colts, and the Jaguars.
That's going to be a tough division, man. Obviously, it looks like the Jaguars aren't going to do anything.
Yep.
But the Titans, and I think it's going to be between the Titans and the Texans, but also the Colts might not be that bad.
Mm-hmm.
You think the Colts will be all right with Phillip Rivers?
I think they'll be decent. They were 7-9 last year. So it's not like
that's not terrible.
No, it's not like they were that far off. I mean, I think the division, they all finished within 4 games of each other.
Right.
So it's a closer division than you would imagine. And the Texans might have taken a much bigger step back than people realize.
Well, they made that big trade where they traded DeAndre Hopkins for David Johnson and what else?
A broken man.
You think David Johnson's going to do nothing?
I hope he does something. I like the guy, but
right.
I'm not expecting much. He hasn't been able to do anything for like 3 years now.
He had like 1.5 like absurdly good seasons with the Cardinals, and then he astronomically fell. He could be a sneaky pick in fantasy, though, when you think about it.
Yeah. Real quick aside, just to go back to what we were talking about. Sean Whitaker said Bentley.
Bentley?
Does that cue you into the song?
Oh God, dude, I don't know. It probably should. I'm trying to think now. I was supposed to ask you about a song about that had to do with Bentley.
Yeah, I don't know. I
don't know if this is Bentley the car, Bentley College, Bentley the linebacker for the Patriots. Now I'm confused. I don't know.
We'll give you our answer to the AFC South in a second.
Okay.
As I roll through some of these. Joe Wood says, Connor, check out authors Christopher Paolini, George R. Martin.
Christopher Paolini?
Rick Riordan. I don't know.
Rick Riordan?
I never know how to pronounce the name. Susan Collins, J.R. Tolkien, and Stephen King.
J.R. Tolkien, isn't that oh, no, that was J.R. Rowling's.
J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling.
Harry Potter.
But J.R.
Tolkien wrote,
that's a famous person, right?
Yeah, he wrote The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, that's where they're
Silmarillion.
from. Yep.
Stephen King, you know Stephen King.
I know Stephen King. That's what we need to do, Ben. We need to write a series like that, Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's how you get astronomically rich.
Yeah, I can't write.
No?
No. I'm incredibly redundant when I write.
Oh, shit.
I say the same thing 9 times in different ways.
Well, that's how you get through high school.
That's how you get through high school.
You got to write a 9-page essay. You just keep saying the same thing in circles.
Yeah.
They give you a D- if you do that, by the way.
So it still passes, doesn't it?
Exactly.
You may not be able to play on the basketball team, but you pass. AFC South, Texans, Titans, Colts, Jaguars. Who you got?
The Texans.
Interesting.
Wow. What are you thinking? Do you like the Titans?
I'm going with the Colts.
The Colts. All right.
Surprise.
Wow. That is a surprise. I thought it was going to be between the Texans and the Titans, man.
I'm not really sold on it. Oh, yeah. Sean Whitaker said, no, I'm saying Jawan Bentley takes Hightower's place.
Oh.
All right. Whatever.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Sean, clue us into what you're talking about.
Yeah. When he said the song and then Bentley, okay. Bentley probably will take Hightower's place, right?
Yeah.
So he cleared that up because I'm like Bentley car, Bentley.
I'm like, huh?
What's his name? Jawan Bentley?
Juwan Bentley.
Jawan Bentley.
AFC West. You've got the
AFC
Chiefs,
West.
Broncos, Raiders, Chargers.
Chiefs.
Yeah,
That's an easy one. Is anyone not going to pick the Chiefs to win that?
No.
The Chargers. Wait, who's the Chargers quarterback now?
Tyrod Taylor.
Ooh, why?
It's just a 1-year gap till they get. They drafted Herbert.
Okay.
And he's going to sit and watch.
Or do you think Tyrod Taylor will start the first 3 games and then he'll get taken over by Baker Mayfield again?
On another team.
On another team.
I think he'll be okay. I mean, he's an interesting player.
Yes.
I get cloudy sometimes with fantasy creeping into the equation. But I bet he starts 9 games. And then they have Herbert take over.
You think so, yeah? And they're not going to be very good?
No, I don't think they're going to be that good.
He's gotten paid a bunch of times, though, Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, good for him.
He keeps going to place to place and keeps getting paid, then keeps not doing much.
Yeah, he's an athlete.
Yeah, good for him, right?
So, in AFC rundown, you have the Patriots, the Ravens, the Texans, the Chiefs.
Yep.
In the AFC, I have the Bills, the Ravens, the Colts, the Chiefs.
Yep.
All right, so that's AFC.
All right, so we have 2 different ones. That's good.
Yeah.
I was worried we might pick all the same people.
Nah. Let's switch over to the NFC. We'll start in the NFC East. You've got the
East.
Eagles, Cowboys, Giants, and the Washington football team.
The Washington football team, man. So they really named them that? I saw that, and I thought that was a troll or a joke. So that's a real thing. After all, didn't they hire like an organization to come in and like look at it and go over the whole thing? And
it was a lawyer.
It was a lawyer? That's who they brought in?
Yeah.
Was it the same guy who did the Deflategate?
No. Different guy.
Remember that stiff?
All right, before we get to the NFC, Sean did clarify the song is the WAP? The WAP?
Oh, now I know exactly what he's talking about.
I've seen all this crap going on about it, everyone doing the lyrics and lip syncing. I still haven't heard the song.
You haven't heard it?
No.
We were going to have you read the lyrics on air.
I'll read them.
All right. Do you want to pull it up?
Yeah, give me a second.
Do you know what this is? Do you know what you're getting into?
I'm vaguely familiar.
All right. It's Cardi B and then somebody, Megan Thee Stallion, I think it is.
The
Stallion, is that correct?
Yes, I believe so.
I've heard the song once. It's aggressive, to say the least.
I've never heard the song, and I've never watched any of these videos, but I am aware of what's going on.
Right.
So while I search for the lyrics, which I just found, let's do the NFC, and then I'll do the lyrics.
Isn't that supposed to be a bad word, by the way?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of, yeah.
It was a slur against Italians.
Right, that's what I thought.
Standing for without papers. Different spelling, W-O-P.
W-O-P. Okay, gotcha. I was going to say, you're not supposed to say that stuff. Then without papers, that's what it stood for?
Yeah.
So what did that mean? They came as immigrants and they didn't have anything, so they discriminate against you?
Basically what we would say illegal aliens now.
Oh, touche. Gotcha.
NFC East.
Eagles,
Eagles, Cowboys, Giants, WFT.
WFT. It could be WFT for all we know. That league's such a mess.
Yeah.
I guess the Cowboys.
I'm going to go with the Cowboys as well.
Dak wants to get paid, right? He didn't get paid yet, did he?
No. And
he's on a franchise tag, right?
I think the Giants will be slightly improved.
Yep.
I think the Eagles will be about where they were last year, which was 9-7. And they did win the division, and the WFTs.
Yes, the WFTs.
I think are going to be dreadful yet again.
I agree. Is Alex Smith going to play?
Oh, I hope not.
No, I hope not too. But
I know he got cleared, but I really
you saw that?
Not. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Did you watch the 30-30?
No, I don't want to.
Dude, it was really bad. His leg was so gross. He almost died.
I know.
Like they were almost had to amputate his leg, and then like a bunch of stuff. Like he was going to die, and it was really gross. Mm. And now he looks like he still kind of limps.
Probably. He's probably going to forever limp.
His legs are
so
mess.
So we both have the Cowboys?
Yeah, I'll go Cowboys. This is between the Cowboys and the Eagles. Both teams probably will go 8-8.
Yeah, I think McCarthy will actually help them.
Oh, that's true. I forgot he's the coach now.
Yeah.
Snap. That would be interesting.
NFC North, you got Packers, Vikings, Bears, Lions.
NFC North, Packers.
It's an interesting division.
That is a very interesting division.
It's not a great division.
No.
But it's kind of deep division at the same time, which is weird.
Yeah, because the Bears might be good.
They might.
Shout out Jimmy Hayes. Go Bears. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's a subliminal message to my friend Jimmy. He loves the Bears.
Gotcha.
But they were what? 11-5, 12-4 2 years ago?
Yes.
And then they tanked last year.
They were 8-8 last year.
Were they?
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought they were like a 5-11 team last year.
Because they started like crap, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
They started like crap, and everyone's like, oh, well, I guess the Bears weren't for real.
Right.
Trubisky sucks.
Yep.
And now they brought in Nick Foles, too. It's going to be interesting. I think it's
Oh, my God. I forgot they brought in Nick Foles. So who's going to start there, you think?
I think Trubisky's going to start with a very short leash.
Touche. That would make sense.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. The defense will probably be good for them regardless.
Yeah. Anytime Khalil Mack's on your side of the field,
is a good thing.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So who do we got winning in the NFC North?
NFC North, I have the Packers.
All right.
I have to take the Packers. I think they'll win the NFC North. We'll see.
I'm going to go with the Vikings.
The Vikings, okay. I like that pick.
I think there's going to be some turmoil in Packers camp.
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers' little boo-boo face.
Yes, that's very true.
Quarterback, man.
That was kind of weird. They did that.
It was weird, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, all right, that makes sense to me.
Right. They drafted a quarterback, and then in the second round, they drafted that running back
AJ
from BC.
Dillon.
Yeah. They didn't need a running back, and they didn't need a quarterback, and they desperately needed wide receivers.
I know, it was weird, but
very bizarre draft strategy.
I think it's going to cause problems. I think the Vikings will take a slight step up, and I think the Packers will take a slight step down.
Okay.
So
you like Kirk Cousins?
I don't love him.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't love him, but he's not bad. But
no, he's not bad. He's serviceable.
Yeah.
But now they don't have Stephon Diggs.
But I like Dalvin. Thielen's pretty good.
Thielen's really
good.
They've
got some things going for them. I think they'll be okay.
Dalvin Cook's really good, and he's not going to hold out, I heard.
All right, so there's another division we split on.
All right, yep.
Now time for the NFC South.
NFC South.
Saints,
Ooh.
Falcons, Buccaneers, Carolina Panthers.
Now, this one should be interesting.
Yes.
I think
it comes down to between two teams, the Saints and the Bucs.
I agree. And I'm taking the Buccaneers.
Ooh.
They look good so far from what I've seen, but also that's just on Twitter, so who the hell knows? Yeah. But they're so stacked on offense, and their defense shouldn't be that bad.
Their defense wasn't terrible last year. It wasn't great, but having a really good offense is going to help because it's going to put the other team in weird positions that they don't want to be in.
And they're not going to have a million turnovers. Probably like last year when they had to be on the field all game because Jameis Winston was constantly turning the ball over.
Yes. I'm going to go with the Saints.
You are?
I think they're too stacked. I think it's going to be really close. It's probably going to be a one team's 13-3, the other one's 12-4 type of situation, both making the playoffs. Like if you ask me who's going to go further in the playoffs, it's the Buccaneers.
You think so?
But I think the Saints will win the division.
You think Winston's going to beat out Drew Brees?
No.
I know.
You high? Jesus.
Winston said something like that, like he's competing for the starting job or something.
Well,
did you see that?
Yeah, he should say that. He should think that at least.
God.
So you've got the Bucs, I've got the Saints. We split on another division. Finally,
I know this is pretty good.
To the NFC West.
That's another really hard division.
49ers, Seahawks, Rams, Cardinals.
I think all four teams are going to be pretty good. Even the Cardinals, I don't think are going to be bad.
I think the Cardinals are going to be decent.
I think they're going to be decent too. I think the Rams are going to bounce back big time. I think the Seahawks are going to be good, and I think the 49ers are going to digress a little bit, but I'm still going to take the 49ers. I think the 49ers are still going to win it.
All right, I'm going to ride with my guy, Russell.
Are you Seahawks?
Yeah.
That's going to be the best division in football, I think.
Yes, in terms of all the teams being somewhat relevant, right. I think it'll be the best division. The AFC South is very competitive because none of the teams are great, but they're all decent enough. So, yeah, NFC West should be the best division.
All right.
Should be. So, I have Seahawks, you have 49ers?
Yes,
sir. So there's plenty of split there. So.
There was a lot of, we have a lot of different ones.
Yeah.
So, whoever wins at the end, Ed takes them out to dinner, per Pat O'Leary.
To Old Country Buffet.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. I don't know if it's still a thing, but it used to be for a long time.
Old Country Buffet. Wow, that sounds good.
All right. Do you want me to read these?
Yeah. Per Sean Whitaker. Just read some of them just so we can see what we're getting into here. I've never actually read the lyrics either, so I know the gist of the song and what we're going for here. So let's see.
You want me to?
You look very uncomfortable over there.
No. You want me to say everything?
I guess.
Okay. It's your show. I just want to make sure.
Don't say nothing too bad.
All right.
Bleep out anything too bad. Well, I don't know. Do whatever you want to do.
Okay.
We won't get taken down, right?
Why?
Just YouTube or anything?
No, we said it so it's for adults and not for children.
Okay, gotcha. We have issues with YouTube on the other show.
All right. So the song starts as is. I said, certified freak, 7 days a week.
Nice.
Wet ass pussy.
Okay.
Make that pull-out game weak.
Okay.
Yeah, you fucking with some wet ass pussy. Bring a bucket and mop for this wet ass pussy. Give me everything you've got for this wet ass pussy. Beat it up. No, I can say the next word. Catch a charge, extra large, and extra hard.
Oh.
Put this pussy right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top. I want to ride. I do a Kegel while it's inside. Spit in my mouth. Look in my eyes. This pussy is wet. Come take a dive. Tie me up like I'm a surprise. Let's role play. I'll wear a disguise. I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. Make it cream. Make me scream. Out in public. Make a scene. I don't cook. I don't clean. But let me tell you how I got this ring.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, it keeps going on.
You read that very poetically. Now, who was that? Was that Cardi B or was that the Stallion?
I don't know.
No, it doesn't say.
Gobble me. Swallow me.
Oh, okay. Here we go again.
Drip down inside of me. Quick jump out before you let it get inside of me. I tell him where to put it. Never tell him where I'm about to be. I run down on him for I have a blank running me. Talk yo shit. Bite your lip. Ask for a car while you ride that dick. You really ain't never got to fuck him for a thing. He already made his mind up before he came. Now get your boots and your coat for this wet-ass pussy. He bought a phone just for pictures of this wet-ass pussy. Pay my tuition just to kiss me on this wet-ass pussy. Now make it rain if you wanna see some wet-ass pussy.
You read that like you were Dr. Seuss. Wow.
Thank
you. What
you.
do you think, Sean Whitaker, huh?
Thank you.
Great,
Thank you, everybody.
Great job. Where's they going to school, do you think, where they're paying the tuition?
USC?
USC. What is that? University of Southern California?
Yeah.
Is that Berkeley?
No, that's a different school.
Oh.
That's University of California, Berkeley.
Gotcha. Which one's the one where Aunt Becky paid her kids
USC.
way? That was USC?
Yeah, that's why I said it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hey, if she wanted to pay her way with that wet-ass pussy, I would have said, yep. Aunt Becky, what up?
Aunt Becky's going to prison.
She's in prison.
She's in prison?
I think she is.
Really?
Yeah.
Did she go recently?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think she gets out in a couple weeks.
She must, because I think it was only a 2-month bid.
Oh, I hope she gets turned out.
No, they probably sent her to some cushy place, right?
Yeah, she's probably in one of those
like wherever the situation
minimum security prisons. Like the same thing with Martha Stewart.
Yeah, yeah. You walk around and watch TV all day. It's a vacation.
Yeah,
I want to go to one of those jails so I don't have to go to work. You know what I mean? Like,
and you don't have to cook.
Yeah, exactly. They probably have good food in there for all we know.
Sean said, "I've never seen Connor so uncomfortable in my life."
I thought it was funny.
I thought it was funny.
I thought it was funny, man. I thought it was funny how you read it.
Thank you.
It was worth it, Sean.
I never knew the lyrics. I've never heard the song. Now I got to go listen to the song after.
I listened to the song once, but I didn't pick up on all this.
Yeah, I understood that this was a thing that people were doing.
People were very upset by it.
Apparently.
Yes.
There's a few, one select word I left out twice.
Yes.
Because I don't say that shit into a microphone. I actually don't say that shit ever. But I would never do it in front of a microphone.
Absolutely. You got a radio career, too.
Yeah, well.
You can't say anything on the radio, though, right?
No. There's not a lot we can get away with.
Yeah.
You got to be really clever. And I'm not.
Yeah, touche. You can't say any bad words. That's why you have this. This is your bad word spot.
I was live on the radio when we found out that Tuca left the bubble.
Jesus.
And I wanted to be like, what a fucking pussy.
Yes.
Can't say that.
Is that how you feel about it?
I wanted to say he was a wet-ass pussy.
Yes, touche.
But I couldn't say it.
Do you know if he was playing golf yesterday?
I heard the rumor.
Yeah. Do you think it's true?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. You like the Bruins?
What do you...
You a Bruins fan?
Yeah.
So do you hate Tuca?
Kind of.
Yeah.
I don't hate him. I just... the Bruins... beat writers and those guys piss me off to no end because Tuca can do no wrong.
Right.
And then you got the fans over here. They're like, dude, Tuca's not that great. You guys make him out to be amazing.
Right.
But he's not that good. And it frustrates me because the Bruins honks. Tuca can do no wrong. Bruins can do no wrong. And they're so annoying.
Right.
Hockey fans, when I say hockey fans, I mean people that hockey's their favorite sport. Are like soccer fans, where soccer's their favorite sport. They're both the most annoying fan base.
Right.
Because it's always, you don't know the game, or, it's like, it's hockey. It's not that complicated.
You skate down, you try and hit the puck in the net and get it by the goalie.
Puck goes in net.
Yeah.
Not complicated.
They don't make plays, do they?
Sure. Yeah, they do.
They do?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
They have sets and plays. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I didn't know if they called like certain plays where they're like in football.
Not like that.
Okay.
But like when you get into the other team's zone, it's like, okay, this is the setup we're going.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's always typical. Your 2 defensemen are back here, and then your 2 wings are up here, and your center's here. But the movement of how they're going in out of that zone, yeah, those are set plays essentially.
Right. So they have a goal of what they're trying to do.
Yes.
All right, I gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, what else do you have to add, Ben? Anything important?
Important?
Well, it doesn't have to be important.
Is anything we ever do on the show important?
Nothing's ever important, so
no.
It doesn't have to be important.
I'll bring this up to you now. I did bring it up to you before the show, but I would like the reaction from the
audience?
The studio audience.
The studio audience. They were scared away by that downpour earlier.
Yeah, no kidding. Now I forgot what I was going to say.
What were you going to say?
Yeah. So we were talking about potential future guests on a commentary.
Tell us who you want to see.
I want the porn addict turn porn advocate guy on the show.
Okay. What was his name?
I don't know.
I'll reach out to him. You told me podcastguest.com. I should put myself on there. Maybe someone will bring me on the show.
Yeah, you got to pay for that though.
Do you?
Yeah. Do you want to pay for another?
No. I thought they should pay you, right? If these people are that famous.
Well, they're not that famous.
Oh, I thought some of them were.
Stuff.
Oh, touche.
It's like, I got a book. I got my own podcast.
Yeah.
This.
I'll have to write a book before I do that. And then I'll go on the other people's podcasts and promote it. So this guy again, so he was addicted to porn and now he is an advocate against it. And what is he helping people recover?
Let me look it up again.
Okay. You said it and I was like, I don't know what the guy does now though.
Yeah, it was the first thing I clicked on. I was like, oh, we should talk to this guy.
So he does this like professionally?
Yeah, I think so.
This is like his job?
I think so.
All right.
I got to scroll through and find him again because most of these suck.
Yeah, touche.
Yeah, it's like, I can tell you how to make money. Then why the fuck are you doing this?
Touche. I know. I see a lot of that stuff. People like, I'll tell you how to make money.
A lot of these people, I can teach you how to do podcasts.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. His name is Joshua Shea.
Joshua Shea.
Yes. Let me read his bio to you, or at least some of it.
All right.
There's background info.
There we go.
Joshua Shea is a former pornography addict turned expert on a mission to get the world talking about pornography addiction and the potential ramifications being a porn addict can cause.
Okay. An expert. I don't get one. An expert on what, though? It doesn't say? On recovery?
On porn addiction.
Okay.
His latest book.
His latest book.
Porn and the Pandemic.
Here's a book for me to read.
Yeah, this is a book for you to read. I want you to read this book.
Okay.
Porn and the Pandemic. How 3 months in 2020 changed everything.
Wow.
It was released last month.
Okay.
It looks at how the world of online pornography changed overnight during the COVID-19. I noticed that.
Yeah.
Did you not notice that?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. You don't watch porn.
What did you notice? What is he saying that changed?
Just saying there wasn't a lot of new porn out there.
Oh. People can't go anywhere, Ben, you know? They were taking the thing seriously. They have to wear masks. They have to stay home.
If the porn stars wore masks, I'd still watch.
Touche. They probably are. They're probably coming out with something.
I ain't looking at their faces, Connor. I'm looking at their
gotcha
wet ass pussy.
All right. What else do we have to add? So I need to read this book and I need to get this guy.
Yeah, you get this guy.
Yep, this guy.
Get this fucking guy.
The expert.
Yeah.
I'll find out where he lives. If not, we can have you do the Zoom. You're the Zoom expert. We'll get him on the line.
We'll do it.
We'll do whatever we have to do. Right. Whatever else you guys want, chime in. Let me know. I'll get people to make you all excited. And also, again, happy birthday to Ray from Sportscaster. We're on every Tuesday and Thursday night on 9 p.m. And they'll also be doing a replay of this tonight at 9. So if you want to tune into that, I'll be live with him there. See you guys next week.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.